Harshita will do that. No, Harshita, you should not do that. You should not do that. You know why? Because maybe Urmi's risk appetite is that even though she got double money this month, but her risk appetite is such that even though the money might have gone down, she is okay to take that risk. That is her tolerance level. But will you be okay if your money goes to zero?
No, ma'am.
No, right?
No, for sure.
Yes. So, see, I will just give you a simple example. I'm a risk taker. Okay, I want to climb Mount Everest, and I know how risky is it. Right, there is less amount of oxygen. Many people have not reached. Many people had health impact when they started their journey. But I want to go there. It is my risk-taking capacity. If I say, okay, I am going, you also come, and maybe last year I went and I came back also very nicely, healthy. Nothing happened to me. So you will come along with me? No, because you are scared, right? So I cannot say that's scared. That's a risk tolerance. What if something happens, right? What if I do not come back? So always go with your risk-taking capacity. Do not follow what your friends or relatives or advisor are telling that, yeah, I got my money doubled, you also do. And please, please, please do not fall into a trap for any short-term money-making schemes. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Always make a financial planning, make a portfolio with long-term vision, not a short-term vision. Even if you put money in shares or any other categories of asset class and the money market goes down, do not panic. That's a temporary solution. That's a temporary phase. It will go away. In pandemic, when we were not sure what is going to happen, we were not sure whether vaccines will come, whether we will be able to go out, will be able to live normal life or not. Nobody knew what is going to happen, right? So stock market went down. People started taking out money from share market. But you know what? Not share market did not become zero. Everybody did not take out their money. Good investors, successful investors invested their money, more money in share market that time. Because they had done their research, they have done their study, they knew that it's a temporary phase. It will go away. What are the different kinds of investment instruments? Direct equity, which gives you the highest return. So as I said, climbing a Mount Everest is highest risk, is very risky, but it gives you the highest return also. If I come and tell you all that yesterday I just climbed Mount Everest and came and I'm sitting here and delivering the session, would you not feel surprised? So that's my achievement. That's my reward, which I got because I took that risk. So if you are ready to take that risk, then you will definitely get higher reward. Then comes mutual fund, which is slightly below equity, 10 to 12% return. Then comes fixed deposit, you will get a return of 7%. Other debt instruments, 7%. Gold, 7.5%. Excuse me, property, 5 to 10%. What are capital markets? Now we learned about equity, bonds. What are capital market? Capital market is a platform. What platform it is? It's a platform for channelizing your savings and investment from supplier of capitals to user of capital. Means it's something like an online platform, a shopping platform. It's a platform where you know what you do. You purchase the goods and you pay money to the seller. Similarly, here what you do, you are doing investment. You are paying money to purchase some shares of the company. or purchase some assets of some financial assets of the company. It can be stocks, it can be bonds. You're purchasing something from the company, correct? What is the role of a capital market? It enhances an efficient financial intermediation. It is vital for the inclusive growth in terms of wealth distribution and making capital safer for investors. It increases mobilization of savings. The money which is sitting idle in your bank account, giving you a very minimum return in your savings account, you can channelize that money through capital market and get better returns. Of course, maintaining your risk tolerance. Improves efficiency and volume of investments. Catalyzes economic growth and development. Now, how many of you have heard about the Harshad Mehta scam? Would anybody like to share about it? If you have heard and if you want to share something about it, anything, whatever you know or whatever you have heard. Harshad Mehta scam. Have you heard about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So would anyone like to share what you have heard?
He had a stockbroking firm, and he used to manipulate the money markets. And he used to, whenever he used to take money from one bank to give it to another, there was a period of some days, and he used to use that money to invest in stock markets and manipulate the markets.
Right. So what did Ankur say? Thank you, Ankur, so much. What did Ankur say? That Harshad Mehta scam was because there was speculation and manipulation in the market. And how was that happening? That was happening through rumors. During that time, there was no so much accessible internet connection, right? So what we used to do, rumors by word of mouth. You know, XYZ company's prices are going to touch 1,000. Now it is 200. Next 2 days, you see it will become 1,000. Then people will just hear those things and people used to start investing. And that is how it used to manipulate and speculate. Because of speculation, there were a lot of scams because of that. And why did that happen? That happened because at that particular time, it was new and there were no regulatory body to control it. There was no policies, no regulations for any company, for anybody to control the capital market. And that is where SEBI was formed, Securities Exchange Board of India. And what is the role of SEBI? Role of SEBI is to regulate the Indian capital market. First thing is it protects the interest of the investor. It promotes the development of securities market, and it regulates the security market and connected matters. All the companies which are into the capital market, they have to abide by the rules and policies and regulations which have been given by SEBI. And if they do not follow, then they have to bear the penalties. So what is SEBI doing? SEBI is like a watchdog for the capital market so that our money, investors' money, are safe. Because during Harshad Mehta scam, a lot of investors have lost their money because there was no body to regulate it. Tell me one thing, if there is no police stations in your city, what would happen? There would be crime all over, right? Whoever wants whatever, they'll do. They're doing here and there all nuisance and crimes. But what does police station or police officer does? They ensure that peace and harmony is maintained in the city. Similarly here, SEBI ensures that it regulates the Indian capital market and investors' interest is protected. And it keeps an eye on all the companies. Yes, Charmin, right. If we do not have police stations, lot of thefts and crimes would happen in the surroundings and in the city, right? How many of you have heard about the LIC IPO? Too many questions ma'am is asking, right? Lot of questions. But I want to...
So it was listed below price?
Sorry?
It was listed at discounted?
Yes, that's correct. So what does IPO mean? And which market does it fall in? Primary or secondary?
Ma'am, primary.
Primary.
Yes.
I'm definitely primary.
Okay, why definitely primary? Why not secondary? Why cannot it come directly in secondary market? Anybody? Issued for the first time.
For first time, I think.
Yes. See, if I ask you, can you come to the college without giving your 10th board exams? No, right? There is a rule. You have to pass your 10th board, then you can come to 11, 12, then you go to graduation and your college. Similarly, primary market is the initial stage. So IPO means initial public offering. The first time when any company tries to raise money through public, that has to come under primary market. Once it has got that, then it steps up to the secondary market. So if you see and if you open any stock broking platform, the shares which you see, those all are listed on the secondary market. And all IPOs will be listed on primary market because that is the initial step. Excuse me. Okay. And what is the purpose of both? In primary market, the company's purpose is to raise capital for expansion, diversification, etc. And secondary market, the purpose of the company is, that we as an investor do trading of securities of their shares. It provides liquidity to investors, and also they want to raise further capital for expansion. Why should we do equity investment? I will just do fixed deposit. No, ma'am. Why? Because in equity, I can invest in n number of stocks, n number of companies, and I can be a part of their company also. I'll be a shareholder of those companies, right? Will you not feel good that, I'm a shareholder of Tata Motors? You feel nice, right? How can you become? You just need to buy the shares of Tata Motors and you become a shareholder. It's a big name, right? So it gives us diversification. It gives us better capital appreciation. It gives us flexibility that whenever you are in need of money, if you want to, sell off your shares, you can do that and the money will flow into your account with T plus 2 days. Means if you have placed the transaction today, after 2 days, 2 business days, the money will flow into your account. If it is a Saturday, Sunday, you have placed an order on Friday to sell the security, Friday plus 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, then you will get the money. It provides ease of operations. Before 10-15 years, it was very difficult because investor had to visit the stockbroker, place their order, get the share certificate in a physical format, and then do the trading. But now it's ease of operation. Everything is there on our fingertips, online or via mobile app. And it also provides us tax benefits. How can you do stock market trading? You need to have a 3-in-1 account. Savings bank account where you have to have your cash. Trading account where you will place your order. And Demat account where your securities will be there. Something similar to any shopping app. When you shop or add your items in the cart, what you see, added to cart. and you see the list of items. Similarly, Demat account, you will see the list of securities you have purchased or sold. Orders is something which you are placing it to purchase that shares. And cash account is something from where money will flow into the trading account. And vice versa. When you sell a security also, it happens the same way. Securities will go away from there and the amount will be transferred to your saving bank account. What are the different kinds of options for investors? As an investor, what kind of investment I can do? I can do 3 types of investment. One is intraday trading, where I will be purchasing and selling the shares on the same day. One is delivery based trading, when I purchase or purchase the shares and hold it for some time before selling. Investing, when I do purchase the shares and hold it for longer time with a long-term investment perspective. What is the benefit of this long-term investment? That I get the ability to create surplus wealth as companies give bonus, dividends, stock splits. These all I'll be getting if the company is announcing. Now, I know about stock broking. I understood about equity. Now, why should I do equity investments through mutual fund route? There are various benefits to it. If you do equity investments in mutual fund route, first is it will provide you convenience. Second is you can do the investment with as low as 500 rupees a month. And I am sure all of you here at least can start with minimum 500 if you have not done it yet. 500 rupees is just a movie cost, right? I'm talking 500 rupees a month. You can, the more the better. It provides you tax saving under ATC. And the most important is you get your money will be managed by a professional fund manager who has a team of researchers. What is their job? Their job is to day in and day out keep a watch on the market, research on the market, and accordingly they will put your money, they will invest your money in those areas so that you get better returns. And they are professional in that. So this is a very major important aspect to consider if you want to do equity investment through mutual fund. Why you should do through mutual fund? Now, let me see how many of you here present are prudent investors. And if you have these qualities or not. Start early, have a discipline, financial discipline, diversify, plan for unexpected expenses, review and rebalance your portfolio, don't panic, manage your debts wisely, cover all your risk, plan your taxes. So if you are doing all these things, then you can call yourself a prudent investor. If not, then start doing it so that you can become a prudent investor. Some tips for the first time investor. Always fix an investment goal in your mind. Without a goal, you're not heading anywhere. Have an investment goal and then work out for a portfolio. Then do the financial planning, how I want to achieve my goal. Choose the right type of fund. Shortlist and choose one mutual fund. Diversify your portfolio. Go for SIPs instead of lump sum investment. Keep KYC document updated. Open a net banking account. And very importantly, seek advice from a mutual fund expert or an advisor. But if you are starting early, do a thorough research, do your own homework. And if you are still confused, reach out to your right advisor, get a right advice before putting your hard-earned money anywhere. As an investor, you should also do due diligence of the company where you want to invest in. There are two kinds of analysis which you should do. One is technical analysis, one is fundamental analysis. Technical analysis is basically on price volume, candlestick pattern. Fundamental analysis is where you do the fundamental analysis of the financial statements mostly. Here is a case study of Meenal, who is an IT employee. She is 20 years old. She was saving 60% of her salary only in PPF. Then let's see what happened to her PPF account. After 20 years, after 15 years, she have generated a corpus of 32 lakhs. However, Ankur, who was investing in mutual fund for next 15 years, with the same amount as Meenal was doing, Ankur was able to generate 42 lakhs. There was a difference of 10 lakhs with the same amount of investment, same years. Ankur was able to generate 10 lakhs more than her. So along with investment, it is also very important to identify the right asset class for your investment so that you get better returns. Start early, stay invested. If you start from year 1 and you invest till 20 years, you will have 76 lakhs generated through mutual fund. If you invest after 5 years, you will have 42 lakhs. There will be a difference of 34 lakhs. And this difference is because of power of compounding. Money gets multiplied as early as you start investing. It is better. As an investor, you should know your rights. These are self-explanatory. You are a part owner of the company. You can receive the annual report, audited financial statements, and you can raise your grievances to the company also. Some do's and don'ts. Only deal with SEBI registered intermediaries after due diligence. If you go to a police station and launch an FIR, the first question the police officer will ask is which area was the crime taken place. We have seen this in movies also, right? And after hearing that, if the area does not fall within the jurisdiction of the police station, what they say, no, I cannot lodge your FIR, you have to go to the other police station. Similarly, if you do not deal with SEBI registered intermediaries, if you have any grievances, then SEBI can't help you. So always follow SEBI registered intermediaries. Some obligations of investors are have your KYC documents updated, have your mobile number, email ID updated, verify your statement of accounts on a periodic basis, your demat account on a periodical basis. If you have any grievances, you can reach out to your stockbroker, you can email them, you can write to them, or you can reach out to any IGPRP also. What are some investor protection measures for SEBI? By SEBI says that have your KYC process, Aadhaar authentication, e-sign signature framework done, have your e-KYC done, have your power of attorney done, have your basic service demat account done. If you are doing mutual fund product labeling on basis of risk associated with a scheme, you should be aware. And this brings me towards the end of my session. The session is open for question and answers. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer you. Okay, how many of you have already doing investments?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Ankur have raised his hand. Yes, Neeraj. Do you do your have you done investment earlier? Are you
Yes.
an investor? Or let me ask this question like this: are you an investor?
Yeah, I started few months back.
Very good. So hope you got some idea or some clarity, or if you had some questions, those got answered, or you have any questions, Neeraj?
Yes, ma'am. I was
You have.
thinking about intra, but after this, probably I will invest only in mutual funds. Thoda.
Yes, thoda see, if you want to do investment, do it for a long term. ठीक है, इंट्रा भी आप कर सकते हो, बट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन्वेस्टर्स आई विल ऑलवेज से दैट गो विथ लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट. अंडरस्टैंड हाउ इट वर्क्स, पूरा समझो उसको अच्छे से. यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड हाउ इट वर्क्स एंड देन इफ यू वांट टू गो एंड ट्राई इंट्राडे, डू इट, बट इट इज वेरी रिस्की.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions anyone has?
I request the audience to share their question, if any, in the chat box and unmute and ask. Okay, I guess there is no questions from anyone. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Krishna ma'am, for being with us. Hope all the students had a wonderful session with us. Thank you for your active participation. Those who want to know more about HerMoneyTalks and its initiative can please visit our website, which is hermoneytalks.com. Will be shared in the chat window as well. And you can stay tuned with us on social media channels as well. Now it's time to say goodbye to all of us and look forward to engaging with those to you to believe in the mission of financial empowerment and would like to support with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prachi, for being a wonderful host and wonderful support. Thank you, everyone, for being an active participant and sharing your knowledge, sharing your queries with me. I look forward to see. We were 100, more than 100, I think, here. I would love to see 100 investors from today's session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a fruitful session, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I would really like to know, once you start investing, please do write to us that yes, I have started my investment. That will, give us a lot of motivation. Thank you.